Hi, everyone. Welcome to the CALI Culture Podcast, episode 20, featuring returning guest Pilar Díaz, who's the founder and CEO of the Health Traveler Consultant, THTC. Now, Pilar joins the show today to explain why Cali, Colombia is a premier global medical tourism destination. Pilar is also going to share with us today her amazing cultural and medical tourism package. With this package, you will be able to experience the wonderful 30th annual Petronio Álvarez Afro-Colombian Festival, while also in the same week being able to get all your major healthcare screenings performed. This is an episode you definitely don't want to miss, especially if you are looking for quality, affordable healthcare and to be able to experience a different country and a different culture. So without further ado, episode 20, listen, learn, and enjoy.
Welcome everyone to the CALI Culture Podcast. This is the only podcast on the air that discusses and talks about everything about Cali, Colombia. I'm your host, Jeremy Preston. We have a wonderful show for you today. Actually, we have a returning guest. She first appeared on the show May the 30th, and we discussed healthcare and medical tourism. Before I introduce her once again to the show, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that healthcare in America in particular and in Canada is, let's just say, outrageous with the increasing premiums every year, with the quality of the healthcare that is actually degrading in America and in Canada. We know there's significant issues with healthcare in America, Canada, and Europe as well. If you're one of those people at home right now or in the gym or whatever that you want good healthcare, you want to keep up with your preventative healthcare screening and testing, but either you're uninsured or it's hard to keep up with all the out-of-pocket costs. If you're in that predicament right now, you're going to want to listen to this episode in its entirety because we have a good alternative solution for you. So with that being said, let's bring in our returning guest, Mrs. Pilar Díaz. Pilar, welcome to the show. Welcome back to the show, should I say.
Hi, Jeremy. How you doing today?
I'm doing just fine. It is an honor for you to be back on the Cali Culture Podcast. Our last show with you on it was great. You had very good feedback in regards to the medical tourism, in regards to Cali, Colombia in general. So I can't wait to have this great discussion with you now. We got a lot to talk about, so let's just get right into it. Now, for the first time viewers that do not know you, that were not available for the show on May the 30th, they could not listen to that show. Could you just give a brief introduction about yourself, where you're from, where you currently live, and obviously what you do for work?
Okay, I'm Pilar Díaz, the founder and CEO of the Health Traveler Consultant. We're based over here in Cali, Colombia, and I work as a medical concierge. I'm a medical travel facilitator, and our company over here primarily receives patients from United States, Panama, Costa Rica, and the Caribbean.
Great.
Uh, I mean, something that is very important is that these people are come over here to Colombia seeking for world-class healthcare at
Mhm.
a fraction of what they would have to pay at home. So I am their single point of contact from the moment they reach us out until they fly out home.
Excellent. So you've been a financial advocate and I'm sorry, not a financial, well, you actually are a financial advocate
Well,
from the
we
standpoint
are
of
we
being
are
healthcare.
support we support,
Exactly.
but not financial.
Yeah, exactly. I say financial, I guess, from the aspect that you're saving a lot of people a lot of money in healthcare. But you've been a healthcare
Yes.
advocate and a healthcare consultant for many years. So my question is, what is your inspiration and motivation for helping people get quality health care and affordable health care?
Okay, well, the most important is that I have always believed that the access to quality healthcare doesn't have to be dependent on your zip code or your insurance plan. And
Mhm.
you just mentioned it. I mean, we do not support the financial part, but we're here because there's a lot of people that has postponed their critical care, or they have gone on debt just because of the financial problems. So
Mhm.
why not come to Colombia, where we have the state of the art facilities, excellent state art facilities, excellent clinical excellence, sorry, and they can come over here and receive the same or sometimes even better quality healthcare services.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of Cali, Colombia being a sort of a hub for tourism, it seems like Cali is starting to be a hub for medical tourism. Can you explain why Cali, over say the last 5 to 10 years, has really grown an increase in regards to the healthcare facilities and just healthcare and medical tourism in general?
Okay. Something that I would always mention is that Cali right now is the second leading destination for medical tourism. Is the
Mm,
home for some of the most advanced medical facilities in Latin America, including Fundación Valle de Lili, which is the top number one hospital in Colombia, and in
mhm,
between the five top hospitals in Latin America. And the other one is the Clínica in Banaco, which both of them are GCI accredited. So we hosted in the same town two GCI clinics. Besides, of course, different elite centers, medical centers. I don't know if you have any clue, but in Colombia we have 64 hospitals, all accredited by Incontech, which is vetted by a Canadian firm which is called Ishwa. So at the end of the day, Cali has two of the GCI hospitals that are held over here in Colombia. We have a total of six. And something that is very important is that we have the gold standards of international parameters worldwide. So the same certification that clinics like hospitals like in the US or Europe have, but these aren't like second tiers options. These are the same quality, the same healthcare. And the institutions in Colombia, doctors are trained in universities like Harvard, or they attended Johns Hopkins and practice every day. So we can say that Colombia is well prepared. And also something very important is that our town, including ProColombia, the major, the Secretary of Tourism, the whole institutions are working to showcase and visibility Cali as a medical destination in Colombia. So we have everything. We have the facilities, we have the GCI accreditations, we have the national accreditations like Econtech, we have the human professionals that are bilingual, and also the most important thing, we have the human touch, that characterize the Caleños. So the hospitality.
absolutely. So you've had hundreds of patients that you work with to help get good quality health care in Cali and Colombia in general. What is the single most important thing, in your opinion, that a patient from the US or Canada or Europe, what is the single most important thing that they want to get out of medical tourism, specifically in Colombia?
Well, in Colombia, we have, I think that we have different electives, but something that is very important is to do a health screen, which is,
Hmm.
prevention.
Right.
So something that is very important is because a health screen over here in Colombia and in Cali, it's very important when most serious conditions appear, like example, heart disease, cancer, and metabolic disorders
Mhm.
are for more treatables when they are caught early. So I have seen, and thanks for the 100,000 patients, we have reached over 250 patients now. So we're very happy.
Nice.
We have served over 250 patients, and we hope to grow and continue grow. But what I want to say is that out of those 250 patients, most of the people are always looking for prevention. So, like I said, if you
Mm,
can cut early any disease, it's very important. So most of the people that come from the states, they come for health screenings, they come for dental work, functional, and also sometimes aesthetic. They come for plastic surgery, care vision, fertility, especially the men. That was a very good surprise for me. So
mhm.
we help everyone over here, but I think that one of the main importance that people come and visit us from the States is also health screenings besides other advanced care.
That is a good point, and I want to touch on that a little further. I know in America, specifically, I would say in the Black community in America, when it comes to preventative health care, getting your screens done, your medical screens done on an annual basis. A lot of times that's not happening in America, and that's why a lot of African Americans end up getting diagnosed late when almost it's too late, and obviously when it's too late, there's not much that could be done in terms of speeding, slowing down, say cancer or some other debilitating disease. Can you emphasize the importance of getting your preventative health care screens done on an annual basis, Pilar?
Okay, yes, I think that what happened with most of the people in the US, and I'm saying millions of people, is that they skip their annual checkup. And not because they don't care about it, it's because
Hmm.
the system makes it cost uh, prohibit
Yeah,
or emotionally exhausting.
yeah.
And we have seen that prevention is the more powerful tool we have, and it shouldn't be feel like luxury. It should be something that you should be able to do every single year. And we have patients that have come from the States and do their annual checkup because we can do it in one day. So you don't have to do the timing with sometimes they mention us like Pilar, I do the blood panel one day, then I have to wait 3 days to do, or even weeks to do, like the x-rays. And then
Hmm.
over here, you can just reach us out and you can come in a one day dedicated 100% for your health screening. We will start at 7 o'clock in the morning with you, do the lab panels, the imaging, the cardiovascular test, the consultations, and give you the follow. I mean, your medical report and your follow up consultation later, and that will take you
Wow.
one day with us.
Wow.
That's a
So
big difference.
let's just emphasize that one piece right there, Pilar, because I've had to do health care screens here in the U.S. and typically it could take up to a week. I mean, I can remember going just to get a simple MRI done on one knee. This has been several years ago. In fact, by the way, I need to get another MRI done on the same knee. But
We
but
will
I
schedule. We
remember
will
getting the
schedule.
MRI, and I'll be talking to you by the way for that, Laura. But I remember getting this MRI done several years ago, and first of all, I had to wait several hours to just to be to be seen. When I finally got the MRI done, it wasn't the next till 2 days later before I got the results of the MRI, which is something I already knew that my meniscus was torn and I was going to undergo surgery. So you imagine you're saying you can get all the healthcare screens done in one day, and it took
Yes.
me better part of 3 days for one MRI. That's amazing.
Yes, the thing is that I don't work by myself. We have an international office that back us over here for the international patients and for the medical checkups. So we always schedule everything on time. When a patient reaches, what we do first is to do like a teleconsultation to make sure what are the specific needs, because
Hmm.
we have standard health screen or medical checkups over here, but when you listen to the patient and the patient is the one who really knows exactly what he's going through or what
Hmm.
kind of sickness he has, or he just want to do something, run exams as a preventive, we listen carefully and we schedule everything. So For the time that the patient arrives over here, either they decide to do the standard health screen, or we actually can tailor made according to all
Mm.
the patient's needs.
Very nice, very nice. I did want to emphasize a point you made earlier, and that is a lot of people in the U.S. really do want to do the preventative healthcare screens. You're absolutely right. I talked to people within my family, friends, people that are much older than myself. They really want to keep up with those healthcare screens, but it's usually one of three problems, Pilar. It's maybe for whatever reason they were laid off their jobs, so they don't have health insurance, and so to
Uh-huh.
be able to have to pay for that out of pocket would cause them to go broke. That would take all of their savings. That's usually the main issue. And then the other issue is just not feeling comfortable with the healthcare system, with the doctors or the hospital in that area. And so it goes back to your point to have that hospitality and that care that goes a long way in getting the confidence from patients to be able to go through those processes. I can even think of like a colonoscopy. That is something significant for most men. So to gain that trust, to be able to trust your healthcare professional through that process, I think that is a huge deal.
I think it's very important, and besides that, we know that our prices, sorry, are very competitive over here in Colombia. So people can get a health screen or medical checkup starting from $3,500, and that will include a 2 or 3 night stay. But if you're going to extend it because you're going to need something bigger, or you're going to do something, explore the city, have some vacations. Like we're gonna have soon an amazing festival called Petronio Álvarez, and we have
Yes.
actually organized a curated an experience that will have a lot of things to talk to be spoke. So
Well,
yes, you're right. Sorry, you're right. Yes, it's incredible. But
mhm.
people in the States and in Canada, other countries, they reach us out because they have told us like your health screenings in Colombia are great in terms of quality, in terms of the hospitality, in terms of the timing, and especially price. They're very competitive. People have told me
Absolutely.
I can have a vacation, a whole vacation, for the same price that I would have to run only the health screening in the States. So everything will be included, and it will cost even less than what you have to pay back home.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the Petronio Alvarez Festival.
Yes.
For the viewers that are not have never heard of the Petronio Alvarez Festival, or maybe heard of it but don't understand the significance of the festival in particular this year, can you describe the festival and what people will experience this year? And then I want to also follow that up with you have an amazing package that combines cultural and healthcare. We want to talk about that real quick as well. But first, I'd like you to briefly describe Petronio Alvarez Festival.
Okay, the Petronio Álvarez is the most important Afro-Colombian culture celebration in the country. And it runs over here in August, from the 10th to the 17th of August. Something that is very important is that this year we're going to have the 30th edition anniversary. And the major and the whole town is going to receive over 1,000,000 visitors. Last
Wow.
year we have 800,000 attendees, and 20,000 were international visitors. But this
Mm.
year is going to be very special because we're going to receive people from Africa, Brazil, the Caribbeans, the United States. So they're going to be over here to showcase their culture, their food, and everything that has to be regards to the Afro-diasporic lectures. So yes, we're gonna have the 30th edition of the Petronio Alvarez, and we're gonna have a great event going on in Cali during August. So you have to be here. Jeremy, you have to promise your audience that you're gonna be here.
Absolutely, I promise. Two thumbs up. Cross my
Yes,
heart.
you
I
have
will
to.
be there. No, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, all viewers, when you talk about culture, the Afro-Colombian culture is so rich. The music is rich. The food is excellent. You know, there's a lot of there's some Americans that have said that the Colombian food is bland. Well, that's because they haven't tried Afro-Colombian food. So if you try Afro-Colombian food, you'll never say that. That's for sure. It's got the right amount of spices, the right amount of seasoning in it. So for the food alone, you should come for to the Petronio Álvarez Festival for the food alone. But it's just the whole cultural event, the whole just rich culture that you can experience. But not only can you experience the rich culture at the festival, Pilar, they can also get the health screens done, right? Per your package.
Yes, yes. Like I said, I already told you like what is Petronio about. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be held over here in Cali, Colombia, and it's the biggest festival in Latin America for the Afro diasporic culture. But something very important is that we thought about it and we said, why don't we do an experience that will become a bespoke experience? And we created a 6 day experience,
Hmm.
the pools and the roots, where people are going to go be able to have a gold executive health checkup over here at Fundación Valle del Lili, which is the top hospital number one in Colombia. So one day you're going to get a comprehensive cardiovascular, metabolic, and blood panel screening, right?
Hmm.
And the other days, you're going to be having a cultural experience with eating traditional Pacific cuisine, listening to live marimba and the chonta, and visiting the cocinas tradicionales. We're going to have one of the most amazing cooks, traditional cooks over here, Anita Chavez. She's going to be leading us during a gastronomic Pacific tour, telling about the history, sorry. And she's going to join us at a long table where we're going to test all the samples and all the meals from the Pacific food. And something that will be very nice is that this is something that it only happens once, that you have to take the opportunity to come over here. We have um, created or curated this experience for 12 guests, 12 guests that are going to be over here experiencing the culture, Cali's cultural soul. So it's going to be culture, a health screening, and the Pacific, the Colombian
Wow.
Pacific. You're going to be able to explore in 6 days, 5 nights, the best of Cali, Valle del Cauca, and the Colombian Pacific. You're going to be able to stay at a very nice hotel, well located from the Hilton Garden.
Hmm.
Everything is going to be included, and I mean your transportation all through for your medical appointments, for your cultural activities. We're going to have a welcome dinner, and we're going to have a farewell gala where everybody is going to enjoy and, talk about the experience and share the anecdotes before they fly out home.
Wow. That sounds like a full itinerary. Wow.
Yes, yes, it's a full itinerary. That's 6 days that you're gonna be over here with us, and you're gonna be able to celebrate like that, like I mentioned before, the Africa Pacific culture. So it has been created for people that want to invest in their healthcare and
Hmm.
also explore one of the most biggest events in Latin America for Afro culture.
And speaking of people that want to invest in their health care, you've had past patients that have decided to take this step, come to Cali, Colombia, and invest in their health care. And I think it's worth listening to one of your patients, Pilar, that you did. I believe this patient was from
Yes.
last year's event, right?
Last year, yes, he came last year. He enjoyed with us the Petronio Alvarez. He had a health screen, and actually Abraham, because I think you're talking about Abraham, definitely.
Hmm.
He's a returning customer. He not only loves Petronio, he loves Cali, and He has become nowadays a friend because, like I said, returning customers are incredible. I mean, they're always enjoy our town. They always love about our culture, and I'm not gonna keep talking. I'm gonna let him talk by himself.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and watch the video of Abraham.
I was driven more by a need to know my own medical conditions, how I was with my whole body, my health. That's pretty much how it started. I heard that this hospital is one of the best hospitals in South America. The health services are far superior as far as costs, patient care, attentiveness of your medical facilitators. Everything is much better than where I come from in the United States. I just have to say it like that. What is there not to enjoy about Cali? La comida es muy bien. You have to try ringlet if you come to Cali. That is the go-to spot if you want to have authentic sancocho or whatever else you may want. You have to go there. Me encanta hamburguesa colombiano, panabono, helado, sancocho, todo la comida aquí. If I came across somebody who was thinking about coming to Colombia for health reasons, I would tell them stop thinking about it and just come and do it. There's nothing more to think about. This is the place to come for your health needs, period. The difference is astronomical compared to the States. You pay a fraction of the cost here for a complete medical exam than what you would pay in the States. I would say in comparison, it's 1/10 the cost. 1 out of 10 is 100.
I'll emphasize something that he said, and that is don't think about it, just do it. When you
Yes.
have someone like that that's gone through the process, that has experienced the culture and been able to take advantage of the great affordable health care in Cali, Colombia, and we have somebody talking that highly about something, typically it is worth just doing it. Do you want to add anything else to that, Pilar?
Uh, I can't. I can't. I mean, I think that Abraham has already said everything about our culture, about the health screening, our prices, competitives, our service itself. I mean, I think he has scored us so good, and he has been so kind with us. The only thing that I have to say is that there you see, it's not me. Well,
Yeah.
it's somebody else telling what they have already experienced over here in Cali, Colombia, with us.
Yeah, and again, I'll also emphasize that you can save a lot of money. Right
Yes.
now, we know in the U.S., I'm in the U.S. right now as we speak, and right now everything is expensive. Inflation is definitely a problem, and there's people that would normally be going out to eat and going out to nightclubs and spending a lot of money. Those people right now are more on a tighter budget because everything's expensive. So obviously, if you go to a conventional hospital or if you go to a conventional surgeon or specialist, you're going to be paying a lot more because the healthcare has gone up tremendously here in the U.S. So I would highly encourage everyone that's listening, don't break the bank in America in regards to healthcare. You have an alternative. The alternative is you might not have ever experienced a culture in Cali, Colombia. This is your opportunity to experience the culture in Cali, Colombia on the grand stage. Again, there's going to be people from all over the world at the Petronio Álvarez Festival. And Pilar, you can confirm this, but you can get your healthcare screens done with your package in 1 day. All
Yes, of
right,
course. Yes, like I
in
said,
1 day.
our package is gonna be 6 days, 5 nights. You're gonna have everything. I mean, and in one day, after your arrival, we have scheduled everything at Fundación Valle de Lili, which is our partner hospital, and we have everything already ready. You just have to sign in. That's the only thing you need to do. We're going to take care of you from the moment you arrive, and immediately after you're done with the health screening, where you're going to have a medical consultation. We'll give you the reports, and the next day, we're going to enjoy Petronio Álvarez.
So basically, you do your health screens, you get your results the same day,
Yes, of
and
course.
then the
Is
next
you
day you can party.
And the next day you start party, and you're gonna meet people from all over the world, like you just say, Jeremy, and you're gonna enjoy the beaches, the Pacific food, the music. You're gonna be able to play the marimba, the violines caucanos. Listen to, oh, actually, some of the groups that come over here to the main stage are very famous groups. I cannot promise who they're going to be, but sometimes we have Herencia de Timbiquí, sometimes we can hear Chalky Town. So
Hmm.
it's all nights, every night at main stage, once the Petronius start, we always have an international group or new groups that will be, presenting themselves at that stage.
Excellent. And can you describe to the viewers that has never heard of Viche, what is that?
Oh my God. Okay, so biche is an ancestor beverage from the Pacific. It's a traditional beverage, and it happens to have some aphrodisiac names, but we like to call it ancestor beverage. It's made out of the sugar cane, but it has names like arrechón, tumbacatre, toma seca. Actually, some of those traditional beverages that they have the same component, which is called biche, are used by las matronas, which is in order to become pregnant or have, become, yes, pregnant, if you're looking for fertility and having a baby. So all these ancestor beverages are helpful in terms of your health. So you're seeing the traditional, the medicine, the regular medicine with the traditional ancestors also.
Very
Actually,
nice.
yeah, sometimes when I have a cold, what I actually do is instead of drinking, like a regular pill, I take, and I discovered like about a few weeks ago, not toma seca, I can't remember the name, but I had a shot and it was amazing, amazing.
Mm.
My cold was gone.
So you have all of these. It's basically it's a drink, but it's also a
It's a
healthy
drink.
drink with different purposes. Again, like you said, fertility for a common cold. I think there's one for digestive issues, right?
Yes, the it has the same root, biche,
Hmm.
but they have different purposes. But most important thing, they are an ancestor drink, not beverage, sorry, drink, and they have different names, like I was saying before. So
Hmm.
it's something that you will only understand over here. And by the way, I forgot, we're gonna have a private beach testing, so you will learn
Ooh.
about it a lot, and you will learn it from somebody that really knows about it, not me. I just like to be there so I can sample a shot.
Exactly. Absolutely. Um, I also want to mention the fact that there's also a early bird sign up discount for
Yes,
your
yes.
cultural and medical tourism package as well. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, every guest that signs up before the 20th of July, because we're running on time and we already have some people that have already, um, that have already, how do you, I forgot, that have already booked their space.
Hmm.
Everyone that books their space before the 20th of July will have an early bird discount of
Hmm.
$200. Yes.
Yeah.
So the package is for 12 people. The
Hmm.
festival dates are fixed from August 10th through the 15th, and the spots are need to be filled up. So early commitment is going to be rewarded.
Absolutely. And again, I'll go back and emphasize the fact that, again, inflation is a problem. High prices are a problem here in the US right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get an amazing package, cultural and medical tourism, you get all your healthcare screens done in one day and the results. You don't have to go to four different doctors. you can get this package and take advantage of the early bird savings, the early bird discount. You can save $200, and in this economy here in the U.S., every dollar helps to be saved. So this is an amazing package, and I believe you have a code too for the discount, right, Pilar?
Yes, the health trolley consultant, Petronio 2026. Yes.
Absolutely.
And yes, so something very important is that what we're going to do is in order to book your space, your spot, is that we're going to give you a complimentary consultation with me. So no intake forms, not a chat box, not a bot. I'm a person that do not like bots. I get very bored and exhausted when I have a bot. So we're gonna walk you through your health history, your goals, what you want to get out of the experience,
Hmm.
and we will make sure that we will find the right fit for you.
Absolutely. And take advantage of that consultation, ladies and gentlemen. It's a free consultation. If you have
Yes.
any questions, it's better to do the consultation. That way you can get a direct answer from live from Pilar, as opposed to, you could, there's some things you have to sign up for, and you have to email, you have to text, 10 times or 15 times. You can do this consultation, get all your questions answered, so you can have that comfortability to sign up. Again, this is sort of one of those once in a lifetime things, because although the Petronio Alvarez Festival is every year, the 30th Petronio Alvarez is very special and significant. And there's going to be a lot of things that happen in this particular festival that you won't see at other festivals. So take advantage. Take advantage. Now, I did want to mention the fact that there are 6 days, 5 nights, or I guess emphasize that you've already said it, 6 days, five
Yes.
nights, right? And I believe the last day, or yeah, the last day, is more of a relaxed day where people could just unwind. They could, um, just I always like to call it the grand exit. That's what I always call it when I do a vacation. It's one day that's a grand exit where I just sit back and relax and reflect on the wonderful
Or,
vacation. It's
yes, people can choose to do anything. We're gonna give you like a guide, a roadmap, so you choose where to go, what to do. But believe me, there's so many things to do here that 6 days will seem so short for anyone
Mhm.
that comes to visit us in Cali, especially in Petronio.
Absolutely. There's always things to do in Cali. And like you said, in particular that week, it is going to be an action filled week, a lot of activities, a lot of things going on. And not just at Petronio, too, just around the city. So many tourists come in the city specifically for Petronio Alvarez. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing week to be in Cali, Colombia. Now, uh, there's going to be a big game tonight. We know that Colombia is playing Portugal. Everybody's nervous right now, Pilar. Everybody is highly anticipating this big showdown with Portugal. Do you have any thoughts in regards to the game? Do you have any predictions? What do you think?
Well, so far, first first match was amazing. It was a great score. Second one was very good with what
Mhm.
I understood a very good goal from
Yeah,
Colombia.
the last minute almost.
The last minute almost. So
Yeah.
I'm not a very a very football person, but I love to see my country when there's a match. So of course I'm going to sit down today and watch the match. But I predict Colombia two,
All
two,
right. All right.
two, 2-0.
2-0. All right. There you have
2-0.
it.
Yes.
It's spoken.
Yeah.
It's going to be done.
I'm not going to say 2-1. I'm going to say 2-0.
2-0. Yeah, I think it's interesting. You're right. The first game was really good game. I thought Colombia, the chemistry was there. They all rallied together.
Yes.
Some very good plays. Some very, some plays that I thought was like, wow, that play's over, and they kept going. They found a way. The second game, you're exactly right, it was close. They started slow, and then they were able to pull out the game. This is going to be Colombia's challenge. Portugal always comes to play. Um, they have great players, but Colombia can beat them. Um, and so I won't make any predictions. I'll follow your prediction 2-0. But I do
I
believe. Uh-huh.
sorry, I sure we're gonna beat them. Hopefully, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. And I believe it's going to be a very competitive game, but I believe that Colombia has the momentum now. And if they play together and if they play the way they played the first game, they will win. They will beat Portugal, no doubt.
You just saying something very, 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 very important.
Hmm.
Colombia is in their momentum, and it's true.
Yes.
Colombia is in the momentum right now for many things. So, especially, I mean, right now for football,
Hmm.
for health tourism,
Hmm.
and people are discovering that Colombia and Latin America are, a very important hub for health. So, like I said before, if you want to sign up for the Petronio Álvarez, we will handle everything for you, and you just have to show up.
Absolutely. One of the things I also wanted to mention is Colombia just elected a new president.
Oh Lord.
Uh,
Oh God, you love to talk about this. Definitely, no.
well, I tell you, because I'm American, I try to stay out of Colombian politics. But I will say this: Colombia elected a president. It was a very close election.
Very
Um,
close, very, very fight election.
yes, yes. So what I wanted to ask you is, or what I'm going to ask you is, what do you think the outlook of Colombia is, and in general, in regards to healthcare? You're a healthcare professional. Now that there's a new administration coming in, there's a new president, has different goals, different objectives, different vision for the country. What do you think lies ahead in regards to specifically healthcare in Colombia?
Jeremy, the outcome is amazing.
Mm,
Everything is going to change. A lot of things that were put on hold now started to open, and
mm.
we have more people reaching out for us in terms of health tourism for everything. So yes, I don't want to talk about politicians, but I think that the new administration and the new president, which I love him, it has an amazing outcome. I mean, so yes, we
Good.
are going to work as a country, we're going to work as a destination, we're going to work to make sure that everybody that arrives over here has the health quality care they deserve, not because of the zip code, not because of the insurance plans they have, just because they show up over here and enjoy our
Mhm.
hospitality and the quality healthcare that Colombians offer.
That's great. That's great to hear. I've always said Colombia is a beautiful country. There's a reason why a lot of expats like myself go to Colombia. I personally I've been to many cities in Colombia before I came to Cali. But then when I came to Cali, that was it. Like I knew that I wanted to be there, and I don't know how much you know about my story in regards to the first time I went to Cali, Pilar. Contracted COVID. This was during the COVID pandemic, and I was
Wow.
one of those unfortunate individuals to contract COVID in Cali. So I had to quarantine for a short period of time. And speaking of healthcare, um, the young lady that administered the test, when I got my positive COVID test back, she literally like took me in like I was her brother or something. And what I mean by take me in was calling me, making sure I was okay, checking in on me, and I was like, this is different. Like I had never experienced anything like that before, and I was doing bad, by the way. COVID was really wearing me out. So to be able to have somebody that I didn't know that was in healthcare that was looking after me, I knew I wanted to be in Cali. I was like, Cali is definitely a magical, interesting city because that had never happened before at all. Complete stranger, and she's calling me, checking on me, asking me, do I need any soup? It was amazing. So I know you're exactly right in that Colombia is special regarding hospitality and healthcare, and I think I agree with you. At this point, it can only get better, 100%.
Absolutely agree.
Now, I did want to ask this question real quick. We got a little bit of time. Um, there are some people that will listen to the podcast, and they are highly, very, very interested in signing up, but they are a little concerned with the with the safety and the things that they're hearing in the news. So, my question to you is, um, why should a person not be overly concerned in regards to safety, specifically in Cali, Colombia?
Okay, that's a good question. Right now, our mayor during elections, and not only during elections, but since he has been over the role of a major, has made sure to strengthen the forces or our police department over here, and we have been taking care of everything that has to be regards violence or any security issues. So I do believe that the major as well as the governor over here have been working very hard to strengthen security, not
Hmm.
only for the Caleños, but for the expats, for the visitors, for the people that are coming not only from the state or another country, but also the nationals because we're receiving so many visitors. I mean, even
Hmm.
it was very surprised to see people from Medellin over here, visiting Cali, from
Hmm.
Bogota, from Bucaramanga, from other places. So we are making sure that our city remains safe,
Hmm.
that the rates of violence decrease, and I will always say violence or not security can be, you can find this in any part of the world, but the major is working very hard to make sure that Caleños, visitors, are feel safe and are safe when they are over here in town visiting us.
Yeah, you mentioned a good point. That is, things can happen anywhere. Crime happens a lot in the United States, as you know. For those listening that are American, if when we talk about crime, all you got to think of is Chicago, Memphis, places, some places in Atlanta, L.A., Baltimore. I can go on and on and on. We all know that these cities, there can be areas where there's high crime. Well, what do? You stay away from those particular areas, and you always stay with people. There's common sense things. Obviously, you do too. You don't wear flashy jewelry. You don't wear flashy clothes that will make you susceptible to someone wanting to rob you. So those are the things that we do in America, and you have that same mentality when you go to a different country. It's those common sense things. The people in Colombia say no dar papaya, which is basically
Yes, for that papaya.
no
Absolutely
dar
right.
papaya. Basically it means don't. Essentially it means don't wear anything or present yourself in a way where you're a target because you're showing money or you're showing expensive designer bags or jewelry or nice clothes or a nice shirt. You don't need to wear your Gucci shirt. Leave that at home. There's no need to
Oh,
do that. But
I can tell you, sorry to interrupt, but
no,
I mean, you're gonna have a private concert over here. You're gonna
yeah.
have your own private transportation, and we're gonna guide you and give you a roadmap where you're gonna be able to, to stay, enjoy.
Hmm.
So, something that is very important is that, like I said before, Cali has been working and positioning itself and visibility all over the world, and we're working hard as a town. And actually I'm wearing today a shirt that I would like to show because it's
Hmm.
one of the shirts that as a Caleña I wear it with a lot of honor. So this is what the shirt says: is Cali es donde debes estar.
And just translate that to the non-Spanish speakers.
Cali is where you should be.
Yes, Cali is where
So
you should be.
Cali is where you should
100%.
be. And
By the way, I got
Petronio
to get one of those shirts too. I've
is.
seen those shirts around, Pilar. I got to get one of those.
Oh, everybody wants this shirt. The people actually are always asking me, Pilar, I want that shirt. I will get you one. I will definitely get you one for the next time you come over here.
Excellent, excellent. So, and I'll just sort of emphasize what you just said there. You're going to have a concierge, so you don't have to worry about being alone. You have somebody there with you. You have somebody looking over your shoulder, so to speak, to make sure that you're okay and to make sure you're in the right places. And by the way, the hotel that you're going to be in, ladies and gentlemen, is Hilton Garden. It is in an exclusive area, very safe. Um, Very nice, very clean. So safety is not something you have to worry about specifically in this package. Overall, in Cali, as long as you're in the right place, and again, you're not giving papaya, as they say, you'll be fine. I've been going to Cali for 6 years, and I basically Cali is my second home, and I have an apartment there, and I'm buying another apartment. So um, Cali, in most areas, is really safe, and as long as you conduct yourself the right way, you'll be fine. Anything to
You
add
will
to
be
that?
fine.
Laura?
You will be fine. And from this 7th of August, after the president's possession, believe me, everything is gonna the game is gonna change.
Game's gonna change. I love it. Love it.
For
Well,
better.
yeah, absolutely. So, Flora, we reached the end of our show. Obviously, I want to emphasize the Petronio Alvarez package, the wellness package you're providing, and the fact that it is an amazing package. It's sort of a once in a lifetime thing because the individuals who sign up will get a chance to experience this 30th annual Petronio Alvarez Festival that is going to be special. For years to come, people are going to be talking about this particular festival. So I would highly encourage everyone, if you're listening, if you have not done your preventative health care screens, and even if you have, I highly encourage you to sign up for this package because this package is it's going to allow you to be able to do the preventative health care screens that you need to know if you're healthy and to stay healthy. Um, it is so important to be able to catch anything before it could be a serious problem. So I highly encourage everyone to take advantage of this. Pilar, we're going to get ready to close out the show, but I want to give you the floor for about 2 to 3 minutes. If you have anything else that you'd like to share, any final last words, I give the floor to you.
Sure. Thank you, Jeremy. I have been honored to talk today about Cali, Colombia, about Petronio Alvarez. And I want people to hear this. Cali, Colombia is not a shortcut. It is not a budget alternative. It is a destination where you can receive exceptional medical care, surrounded by an extraordinary culture, and this time of the year in August by Petronio Alvarez. So there's going to be someone with you by your side every step of the way. And my team and I will be your personal concierge. I'm going to be this time over here because I would love to enjoy with all those 12 guests that I'm going to book our package. And I'm going to host it myself. So this time of the year is going to be very intimate, it's curated, and it's unlike anything else you're going to be with anywhere else. So, I just want to make sure that everybody enjoys the culture. And thank you so much, Jeremy, for this conversation. Hopefully, people start, feeling curiosity. Hope they have questions, they want to reach us out, and this is the way we're going to start.
Absolutely. And everybody, I encourage you to take advantage of the consultation. Reach out to Pilar. She's more than willing to answer any questions you might have in regards to the event or the healthcare screens or anything that you have, any questions you have regarding the package. So take advantage of the consultation by all means. Um, I did want to acknowledge a comment that we have. Let's see. We can get that comment on screen real quick here. All right, Samira Vafa. I believe that's how you say your name. Hi everyone. Thanks for the shout out, Samira. Appreciate it. Thanks for listening. And obviously, we hope that you've gleaned a lot in regards to this exceptional destination medical tourism that is being offered, that is available to you. So make sure you, again, you and everyone, all the listeners, take advantage. With that being said, Pilar, it is always an honor for you to be on the show. Um, let's get your WhatsApp information real quick so we
Okay.
can put that on screen. Pilar,
Oh, our WhatsApp. It's WhatsApp or sorry, our website.
actually both. Let's get both on screen. So let's start with your website.
Okay, our website is www.healthtravelerconsultant.com.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, let's also so everyone definitely make a note of that. Healthtravelerconsultant.com. That's the website. It'll give you some more information about medical tourism in Cali, Colombia. And then also, let's get your WhatsApp information as well, Pilar.
Okay, so our corporate WhatsApp is 57314 507 2459. That's
Okay,
right. That's
excellent.
right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, this is a way that you can take advantage of the consultation. Is to simply text Pilar at that number on screen, and she can set up the one-on-one consultation with you to answer any questions that you might have in regards to this amazing package that's been offered that combines cultural and medical tourism. So, highly encourage you to definitely take note of that number and go ahead and schedule that consultation. All right. With that being said, we're going to end the show. Pilar, again, it's been a great show. Thank you for coming, returning to the show, and providing this wonderful information to us, and sharing your enthusiasm for the healthcare industry to us, and providing this wonderful package. It's much appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you soon at the Petronio Alvarez Festival.
I'll see you soon. You know, the only thing that you have to do is to show up. We will take care of everything for you guys.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining, for listening in to this wonderful episode. 20 episodes in, ladies and gentlemen. It's been amazing that we've accomplished a milestone. I consider this a milestone of 20 episodes, and we have many and many more to come. I did want to encourage you, if you want to do any sort of donation, obviously it takes money to keep things going, to keep this positive content uh, available to you, and to keep the lights on. So if you want to make any donation, no pressure. But if you do want to, the information is there on the screen. Whether you want to use Venmo or Zelle or Cash App, you can make a donation. And any donation, big or small, helps. Thank you. With that being said, thanks again to everyone that listened to the show. We have another great show coming up next week. And obviously, it's like I always say, ladies and gentlemen, embrace the culture, respect the culture, love the culture. Cali is Cali. Have a great day. Hasta luego.
Thank you for watching the Cali Culture Podcast with Jeremy Preston. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week for our next episode.